Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting presents Nokomis Warrior Basketball. Tonight, the Dexter Tigers take on our own Nokomis Warriors for Fill the Gym Night. Tape live December 3rd, 2024 from Newport, Maine at Nokomis Regional High. And bring you today's game, Joshua Hunt and McKenna Jura.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. My name is Josh Hunt. I'm side by side here with my co-host tonight, McKenna. What do you think about tonight's game?
Well, tonight out of the start, we have the boys coming off some pretty heavy preseason games. We got Dawson Townsend recently just injured his knee. He's been working on getting it feeling better. Hopefully this will be a good game for him.
Yeah. Tonight's matchup is a preseason matchup. It's kind of all for bragging rights. Two schools that are close in proximity, Dexter and Nokomis. This has kind of been a little bit of a rivalry over the years. You know, they've played each other in exhibition off and on throughout time. Tonight's matchup features a couple of different coaches and a couple of different styles. Matt Bartlett, the coach for the Dexter Tigers, he comes in off a season last year where Dexter was 7-11. They made the tournament by upsetting George Stevens Academy to get into Bangor to play, and then they were finally eliminated in the run in their first round. But they had what you could consider to be a relatively successful season last year. Nokomis, on the other hand, McKenna, how did we do last year?
Last year we did pretty good. We had some pretty good stats going all the way up until the end of our season. We were doing pretty good. We had some seniors recently who graduated. Looking at some pretty good players going right now for us. We have we have one freshman. We have some juniors, seniors. Not sure what our record was last year, but we did pretty good things out there.
Yeah. As you mentioned, that the Warriors the last season were 11-7 in Class A. Now, of course, both of these teams play in different classes, so they typically don't play each other. Dexter being a Class C team and Nokomis being a Class A team. Nokomis is coached by Josh Grant. Coach Grant has been with the program now for a number of years. This year they played 4 games so far. Haven't won any.
No.
In the early goings, but it's learning curve. They played some very difficult opponents so far. One of them being Windham, the AA state champions. That's how they opened their season. So I guess you're getting a good gauge of what things are going to look like for you right out of the gate. Tonight's contest is a special contest. It's a Fill the Gym night. So Fill the Gym night, where we have a special promo that's going on. All the players are wearing Fill the Gym T-shirts with Michelle Strong on the right chest, and that is a special thing that's near and dear to the hearts of the Nokomis community. Michelle Mountain, who is battling cancer, and proceeds from tonight's contest is going to go to help support her in her battle. That's bigger and kind of above the game of basketball tonight.
Yes.
Well, our referees are standing ready, and we're about to get ready to turn it over to our public address announcer. That would be Athletic Director Mr. Simon Elias for tonight's starting lineups. We're 1 minute away from our starting lineups here tonight, and preseason first game basketball here in Newport.
He's right there.
Well, Mr. Elias has got the microphone, and looks like he's ready to give us our starting lineups and the pageantry of the beginning of tonight, where our JORTC is going to present the colors for tonight's anthem, probably before we do our lineups.
Oh, looks like we're going to do the lineups.
Good evening and welcome to Nokomis Regional High for today's preseason matchup between the visiting Tigers of Dexter Regional High School and your Nokomis Warriors. We hope you enjoy today's game and support these athletes, coaches, and officials in a positive manner. Tonight's Fill the Gym games are dedicated to Michelle Mountain and her battle against cancer. Michelle attended Nokomis and was an exceptional athlete and state champion. She was the head coach of our girls basketball program and worked as a nurse in the district for many years. Michelle and her husband Matt currently reside in Dexter. All proceeds from tonight's game, including the gate, concessions, and 50-50 raffle, will go toward Michelle and her family as they battle together with the support of both communities. Donations are accepted at the entry table. Thank you for your support. And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Tigers. Junior, number 1, Bryce Cooper. Junior, number 5, Cody Kimball. Senior, number 12, Cole Doherty. Senior, number 13, Jason Bowden. And a senior, number 34, Ethan Doherty. The Tigers are coached by Matthew Bartlett and assisted by Jason Campbell. And now, get on your feet and make some noise for your Nokomis Warriors. Junior, number 2, Owen Sides. Sophomore, number 10, Dawson Townsend. Junior, number 20, Seth Bowden. Junior, number 23, Jeff Carr. And senior, number 30, Tom Nice. The Warriors are coached by Josh Grant and assisted by Jordan Larley, Derek Townsend, and Zach Hartsgrove. The officials for tonight's game are Ed Imbert, Doug Smith, and Dave Anderson. At this time, would you all please rise and join us in honoring America with the singing of our national anthem by Elena Donahue and the presentation of colors by the Nokomis JROTC Color Guard. As is customary with the Color Guard, please remain standing until they have exited the gymnasium.
Wow, that was something. Unbelievable job there by Elena singing the national anthem. Powerful from the JORTC and their honor guard coming in for tonight's anthem. And now we're ready for basketball. First game of the season inside the gym here. Yes, it's exhibition, but both these two teams know each other pretty well. They know each other's first names, and this one here is definitely for pride. Tonight's starters again for the Warriors: Sides, Townsend, Bowden, Carr, and Nice. For the Tigers, it's Cooper, Kimball, Doherty, Bowden, and Doherty. That's Cole Doherty and Ethan Doherty. He tips it off, and that one is controlled by the Warriors. Dribble drive, penetration, spin move. Nice job there by Seth Bowden. First 2 points of the contest. Pretty easy bucket there. Good offensive set for the Warriors. Here's the Tigers now on offense. Ball down to the baseline, now back out to the top of the key. Taking their time now are the Dexter Tigers, trying to set something up. 1-4 low, penetration poked away by Bowden, out of bounds. Out of bounds scoring opportunity here for the Tigers. They get it in, way away from the basket, and try to reset their offense. Doherty gets it down. Jump shot on the baseline is good. That one is Jason Bowden, number 13, senior for the Dexter Tigers. Here's Sides with it now. Gets it out to the perimeter. Looking as they move the ball around. Now back to Sides. Gets it down underneath. Over to Townsend. Townsend jump shot. Got hit as he went up with it. No call there, letting some stuff go here early. That's nice to see. Here's Bowden, penetrates. Sides was wide open on the baseline. Gets it over to Townsend, back to Sides. Has it here. Dribbles it off his foot, takes it away. First turnover of the contest for the Warriors. Now Dexter almost throws it away. Penetrate down the middle, up and in. 2 points there for Cooper. Bryce Cooper. Down the middle. 4-2 our score in the early goings here. Here's Sides trying to penetrate. Get
really
the ball
good
down.
Defense.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Very.
Bowden with his 4th point of the night. There's a steal by Bowden. Give and go. 6 points
Very
for the
good.
Nice fast break opportunity there for the Warriors. Retake the lead here, 6-4. Now the crowd's starting to get into it a little bit.
Already yelling defense.
Mid-season form for the student section. This is Cooper running the point here, being guarded by Sides, closely guarded here. Almost taking a charge. Doherty to Doherty, now back, kicking it back out. Thought about a 3. That's Bowden. Now gets it back out. Here comes a long distance shot. That's dialed up, but nobody answered. Board ripped down there by Bowden. Slowly getting it up. Here's Sides, tries to penetrate.
It's going to be a foul.
That's the first foul on Jason Bowden. Senior, number 13 for Dexter.
Tom Nice just got subbed out.
Looks like Jordan Quinn came into the game for the Warriors. Here's Townsend. Steps through, Euro step there. Quinn ends up with it, down in the paint, surrounded by Tigers. Here's Bowden. 3-point shot for Carr. Ring it up! Jeff Carr for 3. Dexter back on the offensive side here. Motion offense. Not a lot of screening action going on here for the Tigers. And we're going to get a hand check. Too much body there by Quinn. Take that back. They called that. Did they call that on Bowden? They did.
They did.
3-point shot from way outside on the baseline. No good there by Doherty. Rebound brought down by the Warriors. Brought up by Quinn around the perimeter to Bowden. Seth's shot no good. That was a pretty quick offensive possession there for the Warriors. Looking here around the perimeter, gets it down to the big fella, turnaround jump shot. That one's way off, but nobody boxes out on the weak side as Newmeyer. Check that.
It's going to
Doherty.
be Doherty.
Cole Doherty. Quinn with it. Here's Bowden's penetrate, turnaround jump shot. That's good. Have a game, son. Seth now with 8 points. 8 out of the 11 points in this first quarter. Carr's going to overplay there.
Our Warriors are playing really good man-to-man defense right now.
Yeah, it's very tenacious. Getting up lots of ball pressure here being applied by the Warriors. It's really nice to see. Sideline out of bounds. Doherty's going to inbound it here for the Tigers. And he throws it away.
That's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, they're going to say, they're going to say that Nokomis touched that one? Or did they just point the wrong way?
Yeah.
Yeah, our referee's in midseason form as well. It's preseason for everybody. Here's sides. Buck came into the game. Not sure when he checked in, but we must have missed that. Tries to get it down to Townsend. That one's taken away. Fast break opportunity here for the Tigers. That
Nice
shot is up and good. Kimball.
Got Buck down there calling for the ball. No one gives it to him.
Here's Quinn. Elbow jump shot. No good.
Oh.
You're going to get Buck with a body in the rebounding action. Young man looks pretty amped up tonight.
He does.
No real issues in the foul disparity here. 3-1. Early goings. Referee's letting a lot go. Seth overplays up the basket line there. Ball gets down. Euro step jump
that's
shot.
That's going to be by Kimball.
Kimball. Nice little step through. Draw the contact. Go up. Shoot the jump shot. That was pretty. Close game here so far in the early goings. Here's Townsend. Looks to penetrate. Has it taken away. That one's taken away. Kimball. No call on the contact. Misses the layup. Pretty nice job on the steal. Here's Quinn. Gets it over to Townsend. Skip pass to Bowden. Bowden drives baseline. Up and in.
Nice for Bowden.
10 points for the young man. Going to have to find somebody else on the offensive side that wants to be able to convert for Nokomis. I don't know if Seth can keep this up. Nice little jump shot there. That was pretty. Who was that?
That was Cooper, Bryce Cooper.
Bryce Cooper, Jr. Elevated up over everybody and just kind of hung there for a second. Here's Seth, kicks it back out. Buck from the baseline. That one's no good.
Rebounded by Bryce.
He has it now. Looking underneath, wide open underneath.
For Doherty.
Ethan Doherty there. Big fella. You can't leave the big fella unattended down in the paint.
No, you definitely can't.
Oh. Sides almost loses the handle. Gets it over to Townsend. Top of the key here. Quinn looks to penetrate. Sides has it. Hesitation. Nice cut down there. Now
Right,
give and
Townsend.
go. Woo!
It looked like a nice shot to me. Just didn't fall.
Yeah, everything but the execution there. Ball goes in the paint, kicks back out to a wide open shooter. Shooter's got to knock it down, but Seth's got to be a little tired too.
Seth. Not sure what the call is on that one.
Dexter was trying to call timeout, but couldn't get the referee's attention. So our first time out of the game. We've got a pretty close contest here.
I think so.
Dexter has a lead in 1 point game, 10.7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Really, it's been an evenly fought match. What do you think the difference has been so far?
Right now, I think Dexter's playing quite aggressively, quite really close defense. We see some aggressive defense by Nokomis. I just think the offense, we're seeing more of Bowden right now on offense. We need some more players in there in the mix trying to score for our team right now. But overall, I think we're both pretty evenly matched.
Yeah. You know, it really appears to me like Nokomis has this great opportunity to be able to get the ball into the paint and not settle for jump shots, but yet it seems like some of those players are settling for those jump shots right now. You know, I'm sure Coach Grant is having a conversation about shot selection and taking care of the ball to make sure that, you know, they get a little bit better conversion here as the close of the quarter comes, and not to give up an easy bucket here with 10 seconds left.
It's going to put Washburn in right now.
Oh, that was tipped away by Buck, almost stolen.
Got 9.1 seconds left on the clock.
And now they got to go the length of the court instead of at shorter distance.
Pretty good play there by Buck, I would say.
All right, coming up, 6, 5, 4. There's the long three. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Bowden. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. First quarter action here in Newport to score. The Nokomis Warriors 13, the Dexter Tigers 14. And a back-and-forth barn-burner affair is building here in Newport.
Thanks very much, guys. This is Matt Brown, your friendly director here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. I just want to thank some of our sponsors. We've got some new sponsors this year, which I'm excited about, but we have some old ones as well. So D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, 938-2578. Casa Cattle in Corinna. Clark's Truck Repair and Fleet Services, Welding, Sand and Gravel, Site Work and Trucking, 368-4766. Sebascook Valley Federal Credit Union on board again this year. And DT Lawn Care, our own Dawson Townsend and his business. If you have any job, you need some muscle or any job done around your house, Dawson's the one to call. So thank you very much for being sponsors here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Also, Newport Glass is a big-time sponsor this year. They're going to be our player of the game this year. Thank you very much, Newport Glass. We have A.E. Robinson in Corinna, 278-4626. New on this year is Fogbrook Resort and Foggy's Pub, number 355-5515. If you want to play some great golf or have a nice meal, Foggy's Pub is your place. And also Gilman Electrical Supply, again on board this year. Thank you very much, Gilman Electrical Supply in Newport, 368-4306.
All right, back to the action here. We had a jump shot that was missed by Dexter. And hesitation, we're going to get a carry on Bowden out at the top of the perimeter. So two possessions have been had here by both teams. One possession by each team has been had. Both of them have resulted in no conversion. Score remains the same. Into the game here for Dexter, Picarello And he comes in and turns it over as Bowden has things started off here for the Warriors. Gets it to Townsend, hesitation, took a look at it. Skip pass back over to Bowden. Now Townsend.
Washburn.
That low line drive, but Carr fights for the rebound. Keeps it alive. Nobody boxes out on the weak side. Carr with a nice job going to the glass. Scoring chance opportunity here on a baseline out of bounds play. Execution is paramount here, but this is whenever you can get the ball on the baseline out of bounds, if you can run the right out of bounds play, it should be 2 points.
We got Tom Nyson for Townsend right now.
Carr thought about a three. Wide open.
For Seth. Oh, does not fall.
Picked up. Sides for three. That one's off the rim, no good.
Carr fighting.
The worm, man. He is the worm. Nobody can box out the worm. Two nice rebounds, keeping things together for Carr.
We got Dexter's coach down there saying they need rebounds.
Yeah, they're not boxing out.
They're not boxing out.
Carr fighting with heart. Jeff Carr. It's his first points of the contest. Yes, his first two.
No, he's got
scored
5
before.
right now.
Five now. Good. That one poked away by Sides. Ball on the floor. Going to get a foul.
Sides being talked to by the ref right now.
Owen was kind of questioning as to why it was a foul. He did get an explanation from the referee. I don't know if he believed him or not, but he did get one. Piccarello has it. Taken away by Carr. Possession arrow is going to remain with the Tigers. Baseline out of bounds. Ethan Doherty to inbound. Checking into the game here for the Tigers. 23 Farnsworth, a freshman.
Townsend's about to check back into the game.
That one almost taken away by the Warriors. Nice little rip through. Floor a little bit unbalanced. There's Doherty.
Oh!
Lots of contact and travel. Well, that's something.
Townsend in for Seth right now.
Bound's going to get a little bit of a quick blow. He's been working hard out there. 15-14 our score. Warriors over the Tigers. 6 minutes remaining in the half. Carr now on the perimeter looking. Gets it to Washburn. Trying to work the ball inside. Here's Sides. Nice little
pass.
penetration pass there. Townsend can't finish.
Gets double teamed in the paint.
Going to go to the line. Got hammered. Free throws are important. That's why they call them free, right? Free points.
Townsend tends to be a good shooter, free throw shooter.
Makes his first one. We'll see if we gave him the announcer jinx. There's the second, and he does.
Yes.
He hits. Jinx free. That's good. Can rest easy tonight. Dexter with the possession here. Ball foul line extended. Looking to penetrate. Backdoor cut. 1-4 high motion offense here. Not a lot of screening. A lot of face cuts.
Oh. Looks like it rolled off Cooper's foot right there.
I guess they're going to say it was last touched by one of the Warriors that were down there on the baseline. I think maybe it went a hit Carr off his leg once it came off of Cooper's foot. Doherty inbound. Screen the screener on the inbounding action. Nobody open, deathly close to 5 seconds, and they're going to get a reach-in defensive foul there on Carr. I think that might be his second foul. We'll see once they put that up there on the board. Yeah, it is his second personal foul. A little extracurricular activity going on there by Sides. And
Carr's
Cooper
now coming out.
Yeah, he has 2 fouls on him. Don't want him to pick up the third one before the second half. Good substitution there as Quinn came back into the ball game. Trying to dump it down low.
No one seemed to be there for him.
Yeah, it's hard to thread the needle when there is no thread. Just let that one set in as Mac Merrow checks into the game for the Warriors. Sides with the basketball. This is the design set here. 1-4 low. Cross-court pass nearly taken away. Almost a carry. Merrow right off the bench lets it go. Rebound by Quinn. Townsend on the perimeter. Thought about a 3. Gets a ball screen. Jump shot. That one's off the rim. No good. Rebounded by, kept alive by Merrow. Nobody boxing out on Dexter. Then they're just not putting a body on anybody on the offensive glass. Defensive glass, rather. Merrow jump shot. That one rims around, no good. Fought for by Quinn to try to keep it alive. Dexter's not. Shot goes up fundamentally. You're supposed to put a body on somebody.
You got to.
They're just watching the ball and not boxing out their player.
Coach doesn't seem very happy about that down there. He's been yelling all game about rebounding.
Well, considering the height that they have.
I think they're a pretty height-wise team. They're doing good.
Doherty should get every defensive rebound. Here's a dribble drive, scoop shot, reverse layup, no good. Defended well there by Quinn. Sides to run the point here for the Warriors. Gets it to Merrow. Merrow's looking, surveys the defense. Gets it over to Townsend. Townsend jump shot 3. That's off the rim, no good. Settling for jump shots here. 2 passes and a shot isn't going to get it done.
Nice rebound by Townsend.
Skied up for that one.
Nice pass to
Merrow for 3. That one's no good.
Warriors need to be looking into the paint to score some more.
And Coach Bartlett's going to want a 30-second timeout here. 30-second timeout on the floor.
Good use of a timeout, I think.
You know, they haven't really had a valuable offensive possession in the last 2 or 3 possessions. There's probably a good chance here that he's going to, discuss what they need to do on the offensive side of things. I don't remember in the last 3 or 4 possessions they've actually had an inside touch that's came back out to the perimeter and then switched the sides of the floor. To get that effective balance, to be able to create something for one of your dominant post players, you've got to change sides of the floor. Doherty really just hasn't had that. They haven't had that opportunity. But really, Nokomis, it's because of their defense.
It really is. They're really playing some aggressive defense right now. They've got some players flying around on the floor. We got Carr with some really aggressive defense down there, too. So I think both teams are really shaping up to be good on the defensive side. Both need to shape their offense up a little bit more, but see how they do.
Yeah, both coaches are starting to get a taste for what their rotation's going to look like.
True.
Ball out on the perimeter. Cooper with it. Now Doherty gets a touch. He's away from the basket. And the big fella brings it down, but wide open.
That's going to be Cooper.
But the ball did get inside the paint, go out to the perimeter, and then there was a wide open person underneath. Here's Sides for 3.
Does not fall.
I wonder if there's anybody keeping a shot chart. Maybe we should start doing that up here because the Warriors are the bricklayers right at the moment. We put up a lot of shots, but hit every part of the iron except for the one in the middle.
Yeah.
3 minutes remaining in the half here, 17-16, relatively close contest. Preseason basketball here on Pack the Gym Night in Newport. Dexter with the possession. Here's Doherty. Inside. Triple teamed now.
Nice.
Sides on a break. Puts it up off the glass. Bowden right there to try to put it back in. Gets his own rebound. Now he's just padding his own stats
he really
now.
Is.
Ball underneath. Jump shot here, Dexter. That's off the rim. No good. Foul in the rebounding action. That's going to be a foul on sides. That's going to be his second. Probably going to have to come out here. Probably Coach Grant's going to be taking him out. Oh, Merrow.
Bucking for Merrow.
Pretty nice little minutes there for Merrow. Got himself into the action. Got a few shots up. Didn't have anything fall for him, but
Buck playing really aggressive defense. That's what we like to see.
now Doherty. Turnaround jump shot. Good. Pretty. 2 minutes remaining in this one in the half. Sides playing with 2 fouls now. Townsend has it as Nokomis looks to space the floor. Baseline jump shot, good. That was pretty. 2-man game there for the Warriors between Townsend and Sides on the right side of the floor. That one looked pretty effective. Dexter with it here. Cooper gets it down to Doherty. Doherty dribbling down there. Ooh, looked like he might have got hit on that turnaround jump shot. Ball fought for. Nice job by Cooper to put it back up and in. (21-20). 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining in the half. Spacing the floor again. 4 out, 1 in. Little 4-corner offense here. Coach Grant. This is old school. Jump stop, Bowden for 3. That one's off the front of the rim, no good. Legs got to be getting a little tired. Usually when you see a player start missing on the front rim, it's because their legs are jello. 1-4 low set, cross set here for Dexter. Here's Cooper looking to penetrate. It seems like everything's been happening on the right side of the floor a lot for Dexter tonight, too. It's early. There's a drive to the left. Closely guarded and contested shot. Nice job taking that down by Cole Doherty. 4 out, 1 in. North Carolina set. Ball screen coming. 3-point shot at the buzzer. That one's no good. And we're at halftime with the Nokomis Warriors 21, the Dexter Tigers 20. Halftime here at Nokomis will feature, looks like we've got our cheerleaders that are going to get ready to set up to put on some sort of an exercise out there on the court as the mats come out. We'll take a short break here as we'll be back shortly right after this. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here in Newport. We're just after halftime, where the first half saw a very close contest, 21-20. The Nokomis Warriors are ahead in this one. Let's take a look at some stats from the first half.
Right now we got Bowden with 10 points, and our other top scorer right now is Townsend with 7 points. We got Carr, 5 points. He's also got 2 fouls on him right now, and so does Sides.
So foul trouble is a little bit of an issue here. Could potentially play into this as far as our rotation is concerned for the Nokomis Warriors. Carr with 2 fouls as well as Sides, both 2 starters and on the floor, as both teams have all starters back into the contest, original starters for the Warriors and for the Tigers. Langless is going to see his first time on the floor tonight. That's number 4 for the Dexter Tigers.
Top scorer right now for the Tigers is going to be Bryce Cooper.
Cooper's had a lot of offensive rebounds too in the first half.
Him and Sides have really been battling out, it seems like, too.
Here's an open look for Carr.
Carr.
Light it up!
Nice.
Good offensive possession. Oh, see the ball, Sides. Here's Langless for 3. Misses everything.
Getting double teamed.
Bowden double teamed. Now Langless is going to make 2 mistakes in a row. Shoots an air ball, then picks up his first personal foul. Falling back to man-to-man defense in the half court is Dexter. Nobody's picked up in the full court yet, either side. Both have played solid man-to-man defense. We haven't even seen an even hint of zone yet.
No zone going on down there.
Sides to Townsend. Townsend looks at it, tries to penetrate, nothing there, settles for a jump shot.
Townsend!
But finds nothing but the bottom of the net. Here's Langless with it now. Kicks it around the perimeter. Doherty has it, being guarded by Bowden. There's Cooper. Cooper has it taken away. Oh, and then turned right back over again. That was a great offensive opportunity there for the Warriors to go on a break, but a quick turnover. Oh, almost poked away again there. Making passes across the basket line inside the paint. It's pretty difficult if it's not a bounce pass. Here's Langless to the baseline. Kicks it out the perimeter, wide open 3. Got to knock it down and does.
It's going to be for Cole.
Cole Doherty. 1 possession contest here, 26-23. 6 minutes remaining in the third period. Here's Bowden. Left his feet. Lucky it wasn't a turnover. Here's Carr wide open. He's been spotting up there forever.
Nice rebound by Tom Nice.
Nice with a grid rebound, spin dribble.
Really
Townsend.
good ball movement there. Ooh, does not fall.
He likes the jump shot.
He really does.
Doherty inside out. Reset, trying to balance the floor again here, the Tigers. Early, high-low. Trying to get the spacing right. It's preseason. Langless, oh, Carr's going to pick up his 3rd foul on a hand check out in the perimeter. Move your feet, young man. That's going to send Coach Grant to the bench as Jordan Quinn's going to check in. And Carr's going to have to go sit down as he picked up his 3rd personal. Coach is telling him to move his feet right now on the sidelines. There's a nice job by Sides. That one was poked away. They're going to say it was last touched by the Tigers. Here's Townsend, kicks it over to Quinn. Quinn right off the bench, lets it fly.
Nice
Baseline
for
three.
Quinn. That's going to be Quinn's first shot of the night.
Jordan likes the three. Now Langless out there on the perimeter. Tries to dump it down, doesn't quite have the proper angle to get it to Doherty there. Rushed the pass a little bit, leading to a turnover. All right, we got a set play being called from the sideline. Signal heads up. See what that looks like. Maybe this is a ball screen.
Looks like it's going to be a ball screen down. Down to
Backdoor
Seth.
cut. Nice look on a backdoor cut there. Bowden just couldn't make the layup.
Oh.
Around the perimeter, three-point look there. Piccarello for three.
That's going to be Piccarello's first points of the game.
Townsend, dribble handoff. That
Good
one's broken up.
stolen.
Nice job there by Bowden. Bounce pass to Cooper. Cooper puts it up and in. 1 point game. Timeout, Nokomis. We've got ourselves what looks to be a 60-second full timeout.
All right, guys, I'm just going to do our sponsors here real quickly. Excuse me. D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, 938-2578, over 40 years experience and certified. Casa Cattle in Kerna, Maine. Clark's Truck Repair, Fleet Services, Welding, Sand and Gravel, Site Work, and Trucking, 368-4766. Sebastic Valley Federal Credit Union in Newport and Pittsfield. And DT Lawn Care, Dawson Townsend. Thanks very much, guys, for being sponsors. And again, we want to thank our main sponsor this year, Newport Glass, who will be our player of the game this year, Newport Glass player of the game, and will hopefully come up at the end of this game with a player of the game from Newport Glass.
That's right. Make sure you stick around for our post-game show. Newport Glass, thank you so much for your sponsorship. And we'll have a player of the game, and we've got a couple that are in contention for that right now. Probably the outcome of this one will differentiate on who may be our Newport Glass player of the game. Nokomis with the ball coming out of the timeout. Spread offense here.
Ooh.
Sides has it dribbled off his foot. That is not what Coach Grant drew up after the timeout.
Coach not looking very happy on that one.
No. Take a 60-second timeout for that to happen. That's got to give you gray hairs. Yes, it's preseason, but still. Ball to the perimeter here. Dexter with it, looking to get it inside to Doherty. Bowden playing tough defense, going for a steal. They switch. Cooper left wide alone. Nobody there on the help side defense because players overplayed on the basket line. Nobody left on the baseline to help. Go for a steal, that's what happens.
Townsend.
Dexter takes the lead here.
Look to Seth.
Bowden.
Seth driving.
Oh, young man, you've got to finish. Foul in the rebounding action. That foul's going to go on Cole Doherty.
Our Warriors really got to look to be finishing in the paint right now.
Yeah, you get a wide open layup opportunity. You kind of have to convert.
You got to finish that.
That was Doherty's first foul, second team foul of the half. Townsend gets it to Quinn. Quinn over to side. Side's looking in. Looks to penetrate. Fall away jump shot. That one's no good. Rebound, though. Big fella.
Nice.
Very.
That's going to be Tom Nice.
Tom, very nice in the paint.
Yes.
Hard work for the big fella. Now let's see if he can get the reward and make it the conventional three-point play. The hoop, the harm, the foul shot, no good. Rebounded by Dexter, and Bowden's going to commit a foul that far away from the basket. Trying to go for a steal. That's probably going to be Seth's second.
I think that's going to be.
Oh, I'd say it's his third. Yeah, that is his third. Zone here by the Warriors. Little 2-3 action.
Really quick switch to that zone right there. Double teamed.
Probably a good call. Picarello's the only one that's made a three tonight. Cooper on the weak side.
Nice finish by Cooper.
That's really one of the major problems with going to zone is weak side rebounding. It happens all the time. You see it in the game of basketball. Weak side rebounding. It's hard to pick 'em. It's hard to pick up a slasher on the weak side. Gives up that really circus shot layup. Here's Sides, almost travels.
Good finish for Sides right there.
1 point contest. We got ourselves a barn burner. Jump shot, elbow. That's off the back of the iron. No good. Seth Bowden with the rebound. Lots of rebounds for him tonight. Here's Townsend with another jump shot. Front of the rim, no good. And Doherty's down in a pile down there. Nice. Couldn't get it to convert.
It's really nice seeing the crowd getting into it tonight, especially for Phil the Gym.
Yeah, for Phil the Gym, Michelle Mountain night here. Both communities are tied to her, and this is a beautiful night. Good contest. Going to zone again are the Warriors, extending kind of far in that 2-3 zone though.
Double, triple teamed.
Almost 3 seconds. And it was 3
That's
seconds.
3 seconds.
Old Hawkeye over there. Gary Hawkins with a call. He's our referee. One of the three on the crew tonight. Gary's been doing it for a long time.
We got Buck in for Seth, as Seth's on his third foul right now. Really good scoring of the night. See if he can come back in towards the end of the game.
Washburn checks back in for the Warriors as well. This is a little different look here for Nokomis. Quinn penetrates, looks to pitch, tries to get it back out. Now Washburn with it. Being closely guarded and pestered. Now getting it back to Quinn. Quinn looking to get rid of it. Down to Townsend. Across the perimeter. Nice shot fake. Oh. Unforced error on a travel on the perimeter. A little too quick. He knew he saw a window to be able to penetrate, but got to put the ball down before your feet move. Unbalanced floor here, back to man for Nokomis. Here's Cooper. Draws a foul. Is it going to go on Buck or is it going to go on Sides? If it's on Sides, that's his third.
That is his third. Dexter right now has got really good finishes in the paint by Bryce Cooper.
Cooper going to go to the foul line here, going to shoot two. Mero set to check in, probably checking in for Sides. First one up and good on the free throw line as Mero comes back into the game for Sides.
Sides also with a good game being played tonight.
He looks a little frustrated picking up that third foul. Looks like we got some confusion going on. Oh, we got blood. Blood on a uniform. Looks like we're going to get an opportunity here.
We're going to have freshman Marshall Curtis going in.
Marshall Curtis getting his first varsity minutes in the Nokomis gym. Only freshman on the varsity roster.
He is. Used to play rec ball with him back in the day. Really good player.
Is that a no blood, no foul league?
Maybe. Sort of, maybe.
Here's a jump shot that was missed. Buck came down with a rebound. Box set here out of bounds for the Warriors.
Townsend.
Just across street. Townsend.
For Curtis. Oh.
We were hoping up here.
I was really looking for that point.
His first varsity points. Dexter up by 1. 30 seconds remaining in the third period. 34-33 our score. Crowd starting to get into it.
Really tight D being played right now.
There's a bad pass on the perimeter. Probably should have been taken away. Coach Bartlett says,
Calling a timeout.
hold the reins. I need a 30-second timeout.
Coach Josh Grant down there, he's saying, I'll take that.
16 seconds remaining in the third period here. It's going to be, the ball should be on because the ball was outside on the perimeter, the ball should be on the sideline out of bounds here. So it's not exactly the greatest spot to draw up a out of bounds play.
Definitely not.
All right, guys, I'm going to pop in here real quick, and we're going to welcome our new sponsor here, Fogbrook Resort in Palmyra, Maine, and Foggy's Pub for your best area golf and restaurants in Palmyra, Maine, 355-5515. Thank you very much, Foggy Brook, for being sponsors here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting.
Picarello to inbound it. Way back.
A little bit further back than they would have liked, I would say.
1-4 high off a double screen. Picarello late on the pass. Doherty from deep.
Ooh.
Well, that is the play that Coach Bartlett did draw up. It was a double screen specific for a shooter. It was there, designed for Picarello. Now, half-court heave by Quinn is no good. And a 1-point Dexter Tiger lead here in exhibition play in Newport as we get ready for the fourth quarter of action. Foul trouble aplenty for the Warriors. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a second. And we're back as the Nokomis Pep Band is here in full force tonight playing the Star Wars Imperial March. Unbelievable. That was something else right there. The Death Star is going to come flying in somewhere now. My kid's up here in the booth doing a Jedi mind trick. Doherty set to inbound it as we get ready for fourth quarter action here in Newport. Ball underneath the Doherty. One dribble. Almost turns it over. Kept alive. As Cooper being guarded by size. Got to be careful not to pick up his fourth.
We got a little bit of a wrestling match going down there on the floor.
That's wrong sport, right? I'm surprised the referee didn't call a travel there. Usually if you grab the ball and you roll around on the ground, it could be a travel. Alternating possession goes to the Warriors. Townsend with it. Looking underneath, wide open, Bowden. Can he make the layup? Yes,
nice
he can.
finish for Bowden right there.
Cooper gets it over to the wing. Carr back in now. He's got 3 fouls. Doherty turnaround jump shot. That's going to miss. Nice, can't quite get his hands on it. Out of bounds. Dexter ball. Warriors are up 35-34. 7 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in the contest. Here's Cooper, baseline runner. That's no good. Rebounded
Rebound by
Nice.
Nice.
Going to get pushed in the rebounding action. That foul's going to go on Jason Bowden. That's going to be Jason Bowden's 4th foul. He's going to come out and sit down.
I believe that's Seth Bowden's cousin.
It is Seth Bowden's
Yeah.
cousin. He did mention that today when we saw him.
Family rivalry.
Yes.
Not just schools, but family rivalry. Here's Townsend looking to penetrate. Gets it to Seth.
Oh.
That's going to be an offensive foul.
Way to take that charge.
Set up well, Cole Doherty. Knew the spin dribble was coming. He set right on it. Got his foot to the paint. Slide to the baseline. Take the charge. That's going to be Seth's 4th foul as well. Both Bowdens on both teams have 4 fouls. Bowdens like to foul, apparently.
It's in the family.
Yeah. Here's Cooper. Gets it out to the perimeter, down to Doherty on a 2-bounce pass. You don't see that every day. Townsend doing a nice job keeping Doherty off the block. Give and go, nothing there. Dexter
Right out of bounds.
turns it over. Tight defense there by the Warriors. Bad turnover by Pratt. 1-point game here. Offensive efficiency is needed if you're Nokomis. Here's Sides, kicks it out. Buck thinks about a 3, puts it down, and that's going to be a travel.
Hey, Jeff was ready for that.
That 2-foot jump stop was a 3-foot jump stop. Cooper with it now. Piccarello with the ball. Backdoor cuts were there, but couldn't get it to
under
him.
his legs.
Nice defensive ball pressure there by Carr. Here's Sides, misses the layup. Gonna get fouled.
Way to draw that contact.
Pretty nice break there. Got to make your foul shots now. Coach Grant really wanted Townsend to shoot that one. Wow. A little help must have been from the Jedi Force, from the pep band on that one. That hit every part of the rim, finally falled in. Second shot up, and that one is no good. Very nice with an offensive rebound. Piccarello now has it being guarded by Carr. Ball out on the perimeter. Sides almost takes it away. Now Cooper, they switch. Turning up the intensity here are the Warriors. Piccarello for 3. He's dangerous.
Oh, Piccarello.
He's streaky. I remember watching him. I watched him last year in Bangor. Piccarello made a couple of threes in a game up there, and you just didn't expect it out of him, but boy, he can shoot. One-point contest. Warriors still with the ball, with the lead, with the ball.
Tom Nice playing some good D right now.
Bowden back into the game for Dexter. 4 fouls. Ball's got to change sides of the floor here, Tigers. Everything keeps going on the right side of the floor, and they haven't changed the other side of the floor.
Nice.
Turnaround jump shot there by Cooper. 1-point lead for the Tigers as they take the lead in this seesaw affair. Here's Sides. Splits defenders, draws contact. Gonna go to the line. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but nice recognition by the young man. Hey, here's something we didn't mention. Nokomis all has team sneakers.
They do. They all have some nice new team sneakers.
They're New Balance shoes.
They are. I think a little mixed opinion about them from the boys I've heard, but really nice sneakers.
I think they came from somebody.
Yes, I think so.
Rumor has it that Mr. Cooper Flagg had something to do with that, those New Balance shoes. Rumor has it. Anyways, Dexter gets the rebound off a missed free throw.
Trying to take out Miss Murray down there.
Throws it away. We got to keep our officials crew awake down there. Tie ball game. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the contest. Here's Quinn, jump stop, wide open.
Nice
Splash!
shot.
JQ for 3. Nokomis up by 3. Cooper wide open. Surprised he missed that one.
By Townsend.
Townsend
Off
out.
to nice.
Very nice.
Nice for the finish. Traveled on the way there.
But he was going for a walk.
Mr. Nice down there playing a good game tonight. Seeing more minutes than he's used to. Really getting into it.
Hit him in stride. Just couldn't quite control it. Looks like Coach Bartlett's going to want to take a timeout here. And don't forget, folks, we've got our Newport Glass Player of the Game coming up here, boy, stats are going to indicate what that's going to look like. But boy, we've got ourselves a barn burner, 1 possession contest here. Coach Bartlett wants to talk about this a little bit as Dexter has possession, and try to maybe Picarello for 3, maybe get an inside touch to Doherty.
I want to just let everybody know out there, we'll be going off from this stream at the end of this game, and we will be starting a new stream for the girls' game, which will be following this action shortly, right after this game.
So those of you that are technically savvy out there or watching on your home PC, all you have to do is refresh the browser, and you'll be able to pick up the second stream. Those of you that are joining us on cable, well, you'll be able to see us right there again as the girls' game will get ready to continue. Picarello with the basketball, now to Doherty. Doherty looks to penetrate, gets it down to the baseline. Cooper back to Doherty. 3, the big fella lets it fly. That one's no good. JQ with the rebound.
Jordan looking for a fast break opportunity, kicks it out to Seth.
Townsend behind the back, gets it to Carr. Now to Quinn. Townsend penetrates.
Oh.
You know, this is an offensive recognition thing. This is why it's preseason. Penetrate and pitch to the same place that the ball just came from, and then penetrate again. The defense never moves.
No.
So either shoot the ball or reverse the ball. One or the other. Nokomis up by 3.
Oh, by Jay Quinn right there. Got him on that
Hoop
finish.
in the heart.
And 1. Nice finish for Jordan Quinn. See how he does on these foul shots now.
Completes the three-point play as Coach Grant wants to take a timeout here. Full 60-second timeout. Now Nokomis has kind of expanded the lead. This is the first time they've had a 2-possession lead in this contest. It's been a close one all the way through. This is the first time since the first quarter that the lead has been more than 2 possessions away. Even Mr. Elias is having to get into season form here. The student section getting a little hairy down there. They're into it.
A good shot of our crowd here for Fill the Gym night here. Always a fun beginning of the season. Yeah, big crowd tonight. Typically, Dover is in to play, but this year it was great to have Jody Grant and Josh Grant come in and have Jody bring his Dexter Tigers in, and it's been kind of fun to have a different team here for Fill the Gym.
Family fair on many events.
Yeah. And actually, I forgot to tell you guys, the Dohertys are also cousins with the Townsends. So Dawson is also related to the Dohertys.
Whole family affair we got tonight.
Where else but high school Maine basketball?
We got rivaling families and rivaling teams right now.
Cooper with it here for the Tigers. Picarello looking to get open. That one's going to be tipped, almost taken away. Picarello
Oh, falls over sides.
gives it up, turns it over. One-handed pass down to Bowden. Bowden, 2-foot jump stop.
Oh.
Puts it up, misses. Drew some contact, no foul. Cooper with it here for the Tigers. Looking to penetrate.
Got
Bounce.
Seth.
Errant bounce pass there.
Down to JQ right there.
Quinn is feeling it.
Nice.
JQ is feeling it. Light it up, 3.
Gonna be 12 points for Quinn, it looks like.
Big minutes there.
Nice.
That one's stolen by Sides. One-on-one with Cooper.
Nice.
Up and in. The Warriors are running away with this one.
Gets screened, can't roll over it.
Cooper has it taken away there again.
But Carr,
Here's
off
a
to
break.
Townsend.
All of a sudden, it's like a shift of gears.
Really
Dexter
locking in.
Dexter had the lead, and then all of a sudden, gone.
Ooh.
Quinn's going to pick up a foul here. I'm going to say he reached.
Not sure about that one. Couldn't see it.
Box set here for the Tigers. They really do need to convert. Picarello, it's just coming off the floor. He's really been their only offensive outside shooting threat.
Mr. Nice going in for Townsend.
Probably a quick blow. Oh, that looked like a uniform thing. Made him sub out because his shirt wasn't tucked in.
Right back in.
That's a change of possession. Why can't he sub back in? That's interesting.
Not quite sure what that was about.
I'll be conveying the rule book with one of our high school teaching officials here tomorrow, but specifically about that. Okay, now he just subs back in.
Really confused on that one.
Take him in, take him out, put him on a yo-yo. Just keep your shirt tucked in. I guess that's the rule. Here's
Bowden's
Bowden.
getting pressured really bad right now.
Wow, Dexter's got to turn it up. They need the ball. The Nokomis can just take the air out of this one.
Double team and Seth. Seth getting on the floor for that one.
Gives it up on a turnover. Here's Doherty on a break. Puts it up, and good.
That's going to be good for Doherty.
I don't think that Dexter is going to have the offensive firepower to be able to claw their way back into this thing.
We have Aiden Anderson coming in right now.
Hello, Mr. Anderson. Welcome
Wearing
to the game.
number 32.
Those are your home. That was a Matrix reference if you didn't catch it. Having a good time preseason here in Newport. Looks like the Warriors are going to get their first victory of the year. North Carolina four corners taking the air out of the ball, trying to contain possession, only need to run the clock out. Townsend with it, trying to be strong with the basketball. Now to Bowden, gets it over to sides as the clock ticks away.
Shoot that,
Here's
Jordan.
Quinn.
Just
Controlled.
nice game for our Warriors here.
Nokomis with a victory, 10-point victory over the Dexter Tigers, 52-54. We're going to take a look at our stats now for this contest, and then we'll come up with our Newport Glass player of the game.
Let's see. We got Bowden, Carr, Townsend. Carr with a really good defensive game. I think we've got to give it to Bowden.
Yeah, okay. So we've taken a look at this, and unofficially it looks like we've got 14 points on the night for our Newport Glass player of the game, Seth Bowden. Seth Bowden, our Newport Glass player of the game. Congratulations, Seth. You are the first Newport Glass player of the game. Again, we'll be switching feeds, ladies and gentlemen. Please join us for the girls' game that's coming right up here shortly. Same place where you found it. And we'll see you soon back on the next feed.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.